Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tower Simulator 3. We are in one of my country's airports in Frankfurt today. It's the busiest airport in Germany, I think, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. We have a bit of wind, but nothing bad, and it's just a short stint, I think. A lot to do, a lot of work to do, so can't play as often as I would like.
Lufthansa 306 with information India, requesting push and start.
So, we have 3 aircraft already in the delivery, so let's get started, I would say. Austria 218, pushback approved, facing west. Condor 1718, pushback approved, facing south. Lufthansa 306, pushback approved, facing south. So
Pushback approved facing west. Austrian 218.
Pushback approved facing south. Condor 1718.
Pushback approved facing south. Lufthansa 306.
the plan would be to start most of the aircraft from 25 center. We have landing on 25 right. I think this is how they usually do it. And 25 left. We can also use runway 18 as a takeoff runway, I think. It's only 6 knots on the wind, so this should work. Yeah, I try not to talk over the pilots. I've heard it in the last video. I did it sometimes, so it wasn't that nice. And I turned down the airport voices a bit, so because they were also really loud. So yeah, let's see. Should be a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy this short video.
Frankfurt Tower, Dynasty 6-1 heavy on final 25 right. Frankfurt ground, Austrian 218 ready to taxi.
Frankfurt ground. Condor 1718 ready to taxi.
Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 306 ready for taxi.
Dynasty 6-1 heavy, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. Condor 1718, runway 25 center at Lima 5. Lufthansa 306, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via Lima. Austrian 218, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima.
Runway 25 right, clear to land, Dynasty 6-1 heavy.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5. Condor 1718.
Had I known that before, I could have put the Austrian through November 8.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7.
I could have pushed back the Lufthansa 15 forward.
Frankfurt Tower, Ocean 445 heavy on final 25 left.
Ocean 445, wind, oh, it's heavy right there. Ocean 445 heavy, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land. Oman Air 115 heavy, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Ocean 445 heavy.
Lufthansa 145, standby.
Runway
Lufthansa
25
154,
right,
standby.
cleared to land. Oman Air 115 heavy.
Lufthansa 154, standby.
Standby. Lufthansa 154. Frankfurt Tower, Oman Air 115 heavy on final 25 right.
Condor 1718, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Condor 1718.
Maybe we have to move this a bit. so we can see the
Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 154 with
there,
information
but
Juliet,
no reason.
requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 154, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 154.
Condor 1718, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8.
Runway 25 center,
So there we
cleared for
have our
takeoff
first
on reaching
takeoff
altitude 1000. Contact 120.8. Condor 1718.
Lufthansa 204, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Lufthansa 204.
Lufthansa 306, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 306.
So I would say everything that's
Frankfurt
left of
Tower,
Papa,
American 704 heavy on final 25 left.
so about this connector to 25 right, everything's left of it. I think we will send to
Frankfurt
runway
ground,
18 for the
Lufthansa
takeoff.
204 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
Yeah, the rest will go to 25 center. I don't think there's much traffic down here in this area, but we will see.
Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 126 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
American 704 heavy, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land. Lufthansa 154, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. American 704 heavy. Runway 25
Lufthansa
center
free.
at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima. Lufthansa 154.
Lufthansa 306. Wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8.
Runway 25 center, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact 120.8. Lufthansa 306.
Frankfurt ground,
the ocean.
Lufthansa 154 ready to
That's
taxi.
good.
Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 204 ready to taxi.
Austrian 218, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 204, runway 25 center at Lima 5 via November 5, November.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Austrian 218.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5 via November 5, November. Lufthansa 204.
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 37, wind on final 25 right.
Dynasty 61 heavy, taxi to terminal via Papa 1, November.
Taxi to terminal, via Papa 1, November. Dynasty 61 heavy.
Lufthansa 126, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Lufthansa 126.
Lufthansa 371, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 right, cleared land. Ocean 445 heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike 8.
Runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 371.
Taxi to terminal
So this
via
one's also gone,
Mike 8.
so we will have
Ocean
no
445 heavy.
problem here. Also, I think we said Lufthansa 204 on Lima 5, right? So we should change that then as well. Yes. Austrian 218, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure 120.8. Lufthansa 204, runway 25 center at Lima 6.
Runway 25 center, clear for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000.
So
Contact
the
120.8.
Omen Air
Austrian 218.
115 has also
Runway
landed
25
now.
center at Lima 6. Lufthansa 204.
Lufthansa 154, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa
Austrian
154.
going. I love this view, you know, you see a lot from the
final 25 right.
departing traffic from 25 center and the landing and all that.
Frankfurt ground,
Quite nice.
Lufthansa 170 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 126 runway 25 center at Lima 6 via Lima 9 Lima. No, this is wrong. Lufthansa 126 runway 25 center at Lima 6 via Lima. Yeah, better. Oman Air 115 heavy. Taxi to terminal via Papa 1 November.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6
I don't
via
think you
Lima 1.
got that
Lima.
right.
Lufthansa 126.
Well, yeah, he did.
Runway 25 center
now
at
we
Lima
get-
6
what is
via
this?
Lima. Lufthansa 126. Taxi to terminal via Papa
doing
1
there as well?
November. Oman Air 115 heavy.
Oman Air 115 heavy. Taxi to terminal via November.
Taxi to terminal via November. Oman Air 115 heavy. Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 126 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 170. Pushback approved facing south. Lufthansa 154. Wind is 320 at 4 knots. Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure 120.8. Lufthansa 204. Runway 25 center. Line up and wait. American.
Pushback approved facing south. Lufthansa 170.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 120.8. Lufthansa 154.
Lufthansa 693, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 423, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land. Lufthansa 423, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land. What is it?
Runway 25 center.
Yeah, yes.
Line up and wait. Lufthansa
Taxi to runway,
204.
okay. Lufthansa 423, wind is 320 at 4 knots. Why?
Runway 25 right, clear to land.
It's a heavy, okay.
Lufthansa 693.
Lufthansa 423 heavy. Wind is 320 at 4 knots. Runway 25 left. Clear to land. Now it's working.
Negative, invalid direction. Lufthansa
yes,
423
I know.
heavy. Negative, M in the air.
Sorry about
Lufthansa
that.
423 heavy.
So the KFC is this. City 1762, pushback approved facing west.
Negative, M in the air. Lufthansa 423 heavy.
Lufthansa 204, wind is 320 at 4 knots. Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8. American 704 heavy. Taxi to terminal via Mike 8 November.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Lufthansa
Lufthansa
204.
423 heavy.
Wind is 320 at 4 knots. Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8. You did it? Yes.
Pushback approved facing
we
west.
started.
City 1762.
Ocean 445 heavy, cross runway 25 center. Lufthansa 126, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Negative, M not takeoff. Use only with takeoff. Lufthansa 204.
Lufthansa 170, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via Lima. Lufthansa 246, pushback approved facing west.
Taxi to terminal via Mike.
Oman Air 115 heavy, cross runway 18.
704 heavy. Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8. Lufthansa 204.
Lufthansa 371. Taxi to terminal via Papa 1 November. Let's see. He's also doing it right
Cross
now.
runway
I don't know
25
what
center,
Oman Air
Ocean
115 had for a
445
problem,
heavy.
but yeah, whatever.
Runway 25 center, line up
will
and
see.
wait. Lufthansa 126. Runway 25 center, at Lima 6, via
See
Lima.
the ocean
Lufthansa
wants to go there.
170.
Yes, okay. City 1762, runway 25 center at Lima 1 via November 1. City 1762, runway 25 center at Lima 1. Okay. City 1762, runway 25 center via November 1. Why?
Pushback approved facing west.
Lufthansa 246.
Cross runway 18, Oman Air
Lima 3.
115 heavy.
Lima 4.
Taxi
Should
to
be Lima 3,
terminal
right?
by Papa 1, November.
City
Lufthansa
1762, runway 25 center at Lima 3 via Lima. Let's see. Ah, yeah, that's working. Okay, so we
Negative
do.
and known command. City 1762.
Lufthansa 126, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8.
Negative and known command. City 1762.
Lufthansa 246, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima. Lufthansa 693, taxi to terminal via November.
Negative and known command. City 1762.
Lufthansa 170, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 46, pushback approved facing west.
Runway 25 center at Lima 3 via Lima. City 1762.
Lufthansa 127, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land. Cathay 289er heavy, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8, Lufthansa 126.
Lufthansa 246, hold short of taxiway Lima.
Runway 25 center.
American
at Lima
704
6,
heavy,
November
cross runway
7,
25 center.
Lima. Lufthansa 246.
Taxi to terminal via November. Lufthansa 693.
Lufthansa 423 heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike 30.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 170.
Lufthansa 170, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 46.
City 1762, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Close call with Oman Air,
Runway
but yeah, that's
25
what I said.
left, cleared to land. Lufthansa 127.
Lufthansa 246, continue taxi.
Runway 25 right, cleared to land. Cathay
Just have to look
289
where
heavy.
the Oman Air,
Hold short,
okay, he
taxi
goes
way
down
Lima.
November 1,
Lufthansa 246.
because I have to look for
Cross
the
runway 25
dynasty.
center.
The dynasty
American
is going through,
704 heavy.
so yeah, I have to be
Taxi to
careful there.
terminal via Mike 30.
But it's
Lufthansa
okay.
423 heavy.
Should work out.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8, Lufthansa 170.
Lufthansa 46, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima, hold short of taxiway November.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. City 1762.
Lufthansa 423 heavy, cross runway 25 center.
Continue taxi. Lufthansa 246.
Runway 25
We have to
center.
look here
wind
as
6,
well,
around November
because he
7,
wants to
Lima.
go
Hold short of taxiway
counter
November.
directions
Lufthansa
from them,
46.
so I
Cross
think I have
runway
to stop it then.
25 center, Lufthansa 423 heavy.
Lufthansa 423 heavy, hold short of taxiway Lima.
Hold short of taxiway Lima, Lufthansa 423 heavy.
Lufthansa 924, pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 800, pushback approved facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 924.
City 1762, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 800.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On
So
reaching
we let
altitude
those two
1000,
clear,
contact 120.8.
and then we can get the
City
heavy into the
1762.
gate.
Frankfurt Tower,
Should be
Lufthansa
okay.
423 heavy on final 25 left.
Lufthansa 1200
Frankfurt
has
ground,
to wait.
Lufthansa 170 ready to taxi.
Frankfurt ground, City 1762 ready to taxi.
Frankfurt
693.
Tower,
Oh, yeah.
Lufthansa
It
127
landed,
on
and
final
the
25 left.
423 heavy has also landed.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 246 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 889er, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. So we've done this.
Runway 25 right, cleared to land.
Lufthansa 46, continue taxi. Lufthansa 246, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Continue taxi. Lufthansa 46.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 246.
Dynasty 61 heavy, hold short of taxiway November 4. I tried to stop them a bit
Hold
earlier,
short of
so
taxiway
if they go
November
through,
4.
you can
Dynasty
still
61
stop them,
heavy.
you know. That's what I tried to do.
Tower, Catherine 289 heavy on final 25 right.
Doesn't work
Frankfurt
always,
Tower,
but yeah,
Lufthansa 889
oftentimes
on
it
final
does.
25 right.
Lufthansa 371, hold short of taxiway November 8.
Hold short of taxiway November 8. Lufthansa 371.
Lufthansa 246, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure 120.8.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 120.8. Lufthansa 246.
Lufthansa 1200, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Lufthansa 1200.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 46 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 924, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima. Lufthansa 800, follow company.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7. Lima, Lufthansa 924.
Lufthansa 127, taxi to terminal via Mike 14.
Follow company. Lufthansa 800.
It's good.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 14. Lufthansa 127.
Lufthansa 423, heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Dynasty 61 heavy,
Lufthansa
continue
423
taxi.
heavy.
Cafe 289 heavy, taxi to terminal via Papa November.
Continue taxi. Dynasty 61 heavy. Taxi to terminal via Papa. November. Catherine 289 heavy.
Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 924 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 46, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Condor 2415 heavy, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. So,
Runway 25
two
center,
more
line up
arrivals
and wait.
on the
Lufthansa
25
46.
right, one is
Runway
just
25 right,
this one,
clear
and
to land.
the
Condor
889er is
2415
just landing.
heavy. Frankfurt ground.
good.
Lufthansa 800 ready to taxi.
There's the
Frankfurt Tower.
924,
Condor
800,
2415 heavy on final 25 right.
looks good, looks all good. There's the Dynasty and the Lufthansa
Frankfurt ground.
1200.
City 1762 with information Juliet. Requesting
also
push and
work.
start.
Lufthansa 1200, runway 25 center at Lima 3 via Lima. Yes, that's what I want.
Runway 25 center at Lima 3 via Lima. Lufthansa 1200.
Lufthansa 46, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8. Lufthansa 46.
Lufthansa 904, pushback approved, facing west. Lufthansa 889er, taxi to terminal via Papa November.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 904.
This looks
Taxi
good,
to
this
terminal
looks good.
via
So the
Papa,
Dynasty is
November.
out,
Lufthansa
Ocean is
889er.
gone,
Frankfurt
is
ground.
gone,
Lufthansa
this one is
1200
gone,
ready to taxi.
371 is going, this one's going, this one's gone. It's good.
Frankfurt
So we
ground.
wait for him to
Lufthansa
cross.
246 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
The 800 should be the first, but I can't make it the first. Okay. Lufthansa 924, runway 25 center, line and wait. Lufthansa 924, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 127, cross runway 25 center.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 924.
Lufthansa 371, continue taxi. Lufthansa 1280, pushback approved, facing west.
Cross runway 25 center. Lufthansa 127.
Continue taxi. Lufthansa 371.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 1280.
So the 127 should go
Frankfurt Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 904 ready to taxi.
Yes, that's good. Lufthansa Nana 4, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima. Lufthansa 904.
Lufthansa 371, hold position.
Hold position. Lufthansa 371.
Lufthansa Nana 4, hold position. Lufthansa 371, continue taxi. Lufthansa Nana 24, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8. Lufthansa 800, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Hold position. Lufthansa 904.
This one's going there.
Continue
This one's
taxi.
going up there.
Lufthansa
So we let
371.
the 371 pass,
25
then we
center,
make the
cleared
large
for takeoff on
capital
reaching
large into
altitude
pushback.
1000, contact 120.8,
Should be good.
Lufthansa 924.
So
Runway 25
we
center,
have
line up
the
and wait.
889 has
Lufthansa
already
800.
landed, right? Yes. And then we have the Condor 2415 heavy.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 46 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Lufthansa Nana 4, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Lufthansa 904.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 1280 ready for taxi.
Lufthansa 1280, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima. Lufthansa 1280.
Frankfurt Tower. Lufthansa 63 on final 25 right.
Cafe 289 a heavy, hold short of taxiway November 8.
Hold short of taxiway November 8. Cathay 289 heavy.
Lufthansa 800, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8. Something is
Runway
waiting there.
25 center. Clear for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 120.8. Lufthansa 800.
Condor 2415 heavy. Taxi to terminal via Papa, November.
Taxi to terminal.
Lot
via
384.
November. Condor 2415 heavy.
Pushback approved. Lot 384, pushback approved, facing east. Lufthansa 1200, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 157, runway 25 left, clear to land. Lufthansa 63, wind is 320 at 4 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Command property error. Lot 384. Pushback approved facing east. Lot 384.
Yes.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 1200. Runway 25 left, clear to land. Lufthansa 157.
Runway 25 right. Clear to land. Lufthansa 63.
Okay, Lufthansa
Frankfurt Tower.
371 is
Lufthansa
going.
157 on final
Yes,
25
yes.
left.
There's Erlen Air in the corner. I'll make it just a bit smaller here.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 800 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Frankfurt Tower. Lufthansa 1309 around final 25 right.
Lufthansa 1200. Wind is 320 at 4 knots. Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8. Cafe 289 a heavy, continue taxi. Lufthansa 824, pushback approved, facing west. Lufthansa 986, standby.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8. Lufthansa
Okay,
1200.
so the cafe wants to go
Taxi.
right
Cafe
there.
289
He
ahead.
wants to go there, it's good.
Pushback approved facing west.
We go
Lufthansa
past,
824.
okay, so I think we will
Stand
go
by.
around
Lufthansa
and go to
986.
25 center,
Frankfurt ground.
November
Lot
Echo.
384 ready to taxi.
and then we go there. I think this is the best choice. Lot 384, runway 25 center at Lima 5 via November 3.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5 via November 3. Lot 384.
So the 63 and the 157 at areas. Okay. Lufthansa 1309, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 for right, clear to land. So I think
Runway
we can
25
clear our
right, clear
arrivals
to land.
and
Lufthansa
our departures
130
as
Niner.
well, because they are already clear. This is good. So
Frankfurt
the
ground.
120,
Lufthansa 924 information Juliet.
the
Requesting
1280
push and start.
will go first, right? It should be the Lufthansa 904 first.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 1200 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Allen Air 1019, pushback approved, facing east. Lufthansa 1280, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 140, pushback approved, facing west. Lufthansa 824, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima. Lufthansa 986, pushback approved, facing west. So,
Pushback
well.
approved facing east. Allen Air 1019.
Lufthansa 1403, wind 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 1280, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 1280.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 140.
Lufthansa 904, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima. Lufthansa 824. Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 986. Runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 1403.
Runway 25 center, clear for takeoff.
there
On
you
reaching
have two
altitude
landings.
1000, contact 120.8. Lufthansa 1280.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 904. Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 824 ready to taxi. Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 1403 on final 25 right. Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 904 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 140 ready to taxi.
Frankfurt ground. Allen Air 1019 ready to taxi.
Allen Air 1019 on runway 25 center at Lima 3 via November Echo Lima. Allen Air 1019. Allen Air 1019, runway 25 left via Tango. Yeah.
Runway 25 left, via Tango. Allen Air 1019.
Lufthansa 986, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima. Lufthansa 140, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima. Lufthansa 140, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6.
Lufthansa
November 7,
904.
Lima. Lufthansa 986.
Wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8. Lot 384, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Didn't work. Lufthansa 904, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Condor 2415 heavy, hold position. Lufthansa 63, taxi to terminal via Papa November 3 Lima. Lufthansa 157, taxi to terminal via Mike 8.
Negative. I'm on the ground. Lufthansa 140. Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7.
2415 heavy,
Lima.
continue taxi.
Lufthansa 140.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000.
Lot
Contact
384,
departure.
runway 25 center, line up and
Lufthansa
wait.
904.
Hold position. Condor 2415 heavy.
Lufthansa 866, pushback approved, facing west. Lufthansa 1346, pushback approved, facing south. Lufthansa 1212, pushback approved, facing east.
Taxi to terminal via Papa. November 3, Lima. Lufthansa 63.
Lufthansa 1309er. Taxi to terminal via Papa Lima.
Taxi to terminal, 5 Mike. Mike 8, Lufthansa 157.
Continue taxi. Contour 2415 heavy. Runway 25 center. Line up and wait. Lot 384.
Lot 384, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 866.
Lufthansa 797 heavy, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Pushback approved facing south. Lufthansa 1346.
Pushback approved facing east. Lufthansa 1212.
Lufthansa 72, pushback approved, facing west. Lufthansa 824, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Taxi to terminal via Papa Lima. Lufthansa 1309.
Lufthansa 733 heavy, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8, lot 384.
Runway 25 right, cleared to land. Lufthansa 797 heavy.
Air 1019, runway 25 left, line up and wait.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 72.
Lufthansa 1346, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 5 Lima. Lufthansa 1403, taxi to terminal via Papa November.
Runway 25 center. Line up and wait. Lufthansa 824.
Lufthansa 1212, runway 25 center at Lima 3 via November 1. Lufthansa 1212, runway 25 center at Lima 3 via Lima.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Lufthansa 733 heavy.
Lufthansa 824, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8.
Runway 25
Lufthansa
left.
986, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
1019.
Lufthansa 157, cross runway 25 center.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 5. Lima. Lufthansa 1346.
Lufthansa 72, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima. Lufthansa 866, follow company.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November. Lufthansa 1403.
707 heavy 733. Dolomoti 8047, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 1053, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land. Air 1019, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8. Lufthansa 63, hold short of taxiway November 8.
Negative, unknown command, Lufthansa 1212. Runway 25 center at Lima 3 via Lima. Lufthansa 1212.
Lufthansa 1124, pushback approved, facing west.
Runway 25 center. Cleared for takeoff.
Okay.
On reaching altitude 1000.
So we have to be careful then with those two.
Lufthansa
It's good to know.
824. Runway 25 center.
It's really
Line
good
up
to
and
know.
wait.
Oh, he's
Lufthansa
waiting.
986.
Also nice.
Cross
Yeah,
runway
this could have
25
been
center.
catastrophic,
Lufthansa
but it
157.
worked out.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6
Sometimes you have
via
to be
November
lucky,
7 Lima. Lufthansa 72.
Lufthansa 779, heavy, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Follow company. Lufthansa 866.
Okay, that's
Runway
working.
25
I
right.
think they
Clear
are
to
done.
land. Dolomoti 8047.
797
Runway
has
25
just
left.
landed.
Cleared to land. Lufthansa 1053.
Push this down a bit.
Runway 25 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8. Air 1019.
Lufthansa 986, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8. Okay, so
Control
we
to
have to
taxiway
check
November
what's
8.
going on
Lufthansa
here.
63.
Okay, he makes
Pushback approved
strange
facing west.
motions, but
Lufthansa
that's okay.
1124.
Lufthansa 1309er, hold short of taxiway November 8. Condor 4803, pushback approved, facing east. Lufthansa 140, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 right, cleared to land. Lufthansa 779er heavy.
Turkish 15908, pushback approved, facing east.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8, Lufthansa 986.
Hold short of taxiway November 8, Lufthansa 1309.
Lufthansa 63, continue taxi.
Pushback approved facing east. Condor 4803.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 140.
Pushback approved facing east. Turkish 1598. Continue taxi. Lufthansa 63.
Lufthansa 1309er, taxi to terminal via November 8, November 7.
Taxi to terminal via November 8, November 7, Lufthansa 1309.
Lufthansa 140, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8. Lufthansa 1346, runway 25 center, line up and wait. I think we have to get
Runway
going a
25
bit.
center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
So
1000,
the Dolomiti-
contact 120.8, Lufthansa 140.
Lufthansa 733 heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike 24, November.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 1346.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 24, November. Lufthansa 733 heavy.
Condor 4803, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 8 Lima.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 8. Lima. Condor 4803.
Turkish 15908, runway 25 center at Lima 3. Condor 1662, pushback approved, facing south. Dolomiti 8047, taxi to terminal via Papa 1. Dolomiti 8047, taxi to terminal via Papa 1. He doesn't know Papa 1.
Runway 25 center at Lima 3. Turkish
Okay, then go to
1598.
Papa. For whatever reason,
Facing south.
Papa
Condor
wants to work.
1662.
Lufthansa 1346, wind is 25. Lufthansa 1346, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8. Was? Lufthansa 13. What was that?
Taxi to terminal via Papa. Dolomiti 8047.
Lufthansa 1212, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Strange.
Negative and known command. Dolomiti 8047. Negative and known command. Lufthansa 1346. At Lima 6, runway 25
Strange.
center. Clear for
Some
takeoff.
strange
On
things
reaching
happening here,
altitude
really.
1400. Lufthansa 1346.
Okay, those two have landed as well.
Runway 25 center. Line up and wait. Lufthansa 1212.
Lufthansa 479er heavy, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 207, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. Ocean 51 heavy, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land. Lufthansa 733 heavy, cross runway 25 center.
Runway 25 right, cleared to land. Lufthansa
Lufthansa
479
733 heavy, hold short of taxiway November 8.
Runway 25 right, cleared to land. Lufthansa 207.
Lufthansa 779er heavy, taxi to terminal via Papa November. Lufthansa 1053, taxi to terminal via Mike 14. Lufthansa 1212, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. So, this one's gone.
Runway 25 left. Clear to land.
86 next.
Ocean 51 heavy.
723.
Cross runway 25 center. Lufthansa 733 heavy.
Lufthansa 885, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Hold short at taxiway November 8. Lufthansa 733 heavy.
Taxi to terminal via Papa, November, Lufthansa 779 heavy.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 14, Lufthansa 1053.
Lufthansa 797 heavy. Taxi to terminal via Papa, November.
Runway 25 center, clear for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure, Lufthansa 1212.
Runway 25 right, cleared to land. Lufthansa 885.
Lufthansa 72, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 1124, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima. Condor 1662, runway 25 center at Lima 3. Condor 1662, runway 25 center at Lima 5. Okay, so we wait for
Taxi
them
to
to go
terminal
out,
via
he has to
Papa,
go in. Okay.
November, Lufthansa 7907 heavy.
Lufthansa 230, pushback approved, facing south. Lufthansa 1346, contact departure. This was this Bengal
Runway
takeoff, I don't
25
know
center.
why this
Line
happened,
up and
but,
wait.
yeah,
Lufthansa
I
72.
don't know.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima, Lufthansa 1124.
Lufthansa 72, wind is 25... Fuck. Lufthansa 72, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8. Lufthansa 866, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Okay.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5,
another one coming,
Condor
right?
1662.
Pushback approved, facing south. Lufthansa 230.
That's the second one.
Departure on 120.8, Lufthansa 1346. Good morning.
Negative. Unknown command. Lufthansa 72. Runway 25 center. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact 120.8. Lufthansa 72.
Lufthansa 351, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. Austrian 199er, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25
landed.
center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 866.
Lufthansa 1053, cross runway 25 center. Let it through.
Runway 25 right.
Lufthansa 733 heavy, continue taxi.
351.
Lufthansa 733 heavy, continue taxi. Lufthansa 479er heavy, taxi to terminal via Papa, November. Okay.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Austrian
Wait.
199.
Cross runway 25 center, Lufthansa
Lufthansa
1053.
866, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8. Condor 4803, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Continue taxi. Lufthansa 733 heavy.
Lufthansa 207, taxi to terminal via Papa November. Ocean 51 heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike 8.
Taxi to terminal. Right, Papa.
Okay.
Lufthansa
I think we get it done now.
Runway 25
That's a
center,
lot to do,
cleared
but
for takeoff. On
yeah,
reaching
the
altitude
230
1000,
can
contact
leave when the
120.8.
1053 is in position.
Runway
and then we
25
can
center,
get
line up and wait.
all the rest of
Condor
it.
4803.
So next landing is Lufthansa 885, the 207 has
Taxi
already
to
landed.
terminal via Mike.
Okay.
Mike 8, Ocean 51 heavy.
940 is
Frankfurt
here.
ground,
That's
Lufthansa
okay.
986 ready to taxi.
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 797
So
heavy
where
and
are you
final
going?
25
You are
right.
going there.
Frankfurt Tower. Lufthansa 733 heavy on final 25 left.
Lufthansa 797 heavy, hold short of taxiway November 6. We just stop him there,
Hold
you know.
short, taxiway November 6, Lufthansa 797
They are all
heavy.
fine, they can go.
Frankfurt
It's
ground,
good.
Lufthansa 866 ready to taxi.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 1346 ready to taxi.
Condor 4803, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8. Lufthansa 230, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8. Condor 4803.
Lufthansa 1528, pushback approved, facing east.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November. Lufthansa 230.
Turkish 1598, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Pushback approved facing east. Lufthansa 1528.
So the Ocean 51 has to wait until the Condor 1662 has departed from 25 center, but it's number 3.
Frankfurt ground.
The Lufthansa 1528. This one here I will send to 25 left as well.
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 1053 on final 25 left.
So this should
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 779, a heavy and final 25 right.
Lufthansa 885, taxi to terminal via Papa November.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November. Lufthansa 885.
Dolomoti 8057, wind is 3108 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Runway 25 right, clear to land. Dolomoti 8057.
Turkish 1598, wind is 3108 knots, runway 25 center. Cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure 120.8.
Runway 25
Lufthansa
center,
940,
clear for the
pushback
altitude
approved,
1000.
facing
Contact
south.
120.8. Turkish 1598.
Pushback
So we
approved
know the
facing south.
797 Heavy wants to go in there, so we stop it at November 7. November 6, we should be ready by then. Should be fine.
Frankfurt ground.
So
Lufthansa 1124 ready to
they are all
taxi.
gone.
Frankfurt
You
ground,
have
Condor
gone.
4803 ready to
Okay.
taxi.
Frankfurt ground.
Those two
Turkish
have landed
1598 ready
right
to taxi.
now.
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 207 on final 25 right.
Lufthansa 1124, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 1124.
Lufthansa 403, heavy, wind is 3108 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land. Lufthansa 259, wind is 3108 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Lufthansa 403 heavy.
Lufthansa 1528, runway 25 left via Tango.
Runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 259er.
Lufthansa 1124, wind is 3108 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8. Condor 1662, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 351, taxi to terminal via Papa November. Austrian 199er, taxi to terminal via Mike 24 November.
Runway 25 left, via Tango. Lufthansa 1528.
Runway 25 center.
Lufthansa
cleared for
940,
takeoff. On reaching
runway
altitude
25
1000,
center
contact
at Lima
120.8.
6 via Lima.
Lufthansa 1124.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait.
When
Condor
the
1662.
207 is through, we can say to the Condor 1510
Taxi to terminal via Mike 24, November.
get in position.
Austrian 199er.
So we start.
Runway 25 center at Lima
I
6 via Lima.
think we
Lufthansa
can...
940.
Oh, that's
Frankfurt
not
Tower,
going on
Ocean
right
51
now.
heavy on final
Nice.
25 left.
Is there enough
Frankfurt
room for
ground,
him? Yes.
Condor 1662 ready to taxi.
Ocean 51 heavy, cross runway 25 center. That's nice.
Cross runway 25 center. Ocean
Oh, it's
51
also
heavy.
nice screenshot.
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 885 on final 25 right.
Frankfurt Tower. Lufthansa 351 on final 25 right.
Frankfurt Tower, Austrian 199er on final 25 left.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 230 ready to taxi.
Frankfurt Tower, Dolomoti 8057 on final 25 right.
Frankfurt Tower. Lufthansa 259er on final 25 right.
Okay, okay.
Frankfurt Tower. Lufthansa 403 heavy on final 25 left.
Condor 1662, wind is 3108 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure 120.8. Condor 1510, pushback approved, facing east. Lufthansa 797 heavy, continue taxi.
Runway Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8. Condor 1662.
Lufthansa 1058, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved, facing east. Condor 1510.
There's a lot of heavy
Taxi.
traffic right
Lufthansa
here.
7907 Heavy.
Pushback
That's
approved,
okay.
facing west. Lufthansa 1058.
Lufthansa 230, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Dolomoti 8057, taxi to terminal via Papa, November.
Runway 25 center. Line up and wait. Lufthansa 230.
Austrian 199er, cross runway 25 center.
Taxi to terminal via Papa, November. Dolomoti 8057.
8057
Cross runway 25 center.
there.
Austrian 199er.
Also good. They are
Frankfurt
done.
ground.
It's great.
Lufthansa 1528 ready to taxi.
Wait. This is working.
Frankfurt
Everything's
ground.
working out.
Lufthansa
It's looking
940
good.
ready to taxi.
And we
Frankfurt
have
Tower,
the
Cathay Cargo 67 heavy on
403
final
and the
25 right.
259er who are landing. Okay. Cathay Cargo 67 heavy. Wind is 310 at 3 knots. Runway 25 right, clear to land.
Runway 25 right, clear to land. Cathay Cargo 67 heavy.
Lufthansa 230, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8. Lufthansa 1528, runway 25 left, line up and wait. Lufthansa 940, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Condor 1510, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November.
Runway 25 center. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact 120.8. Lufthansa 230.
Lufthansa 1058, runway 18.
Runway 25 left. Line up and wait. Lufthansa 1528.
Lufthansa 259er. Taxi to terminal via Papa, November.
Runway
Lufthansa
25
403
center. Line
heavy.
up and wait. Lufthansa 940.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 14.
Runway 25 center. At Lima 6. Via
You want to go in
November.
there?
Condor
You also want to go
1510.
in there.
Runway 18.
Should work
Lufthansa
out, right?
1058.
Taxi to terminal via Papa. November. Lufthansa 259er.
Command requirement missing. Lufthansa 403 Heavy.
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 1381 on final 25 right.
Lufthansa 1381. Wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 403 heavy. Taxi to terminal via Mike 24, November.
Runway 25 right,
Lufthansa.
cleared to land. Lufthansa 1381.
Lufthansa 1528, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure on 120.8. Lufthansa 1058, runway 18, line up and wait. First departure through the 18.
November.
Nice.
Lufthansa 403
Okay,
Heavy.
they are all under control,
Runway
so I
25
don't need
left.
them there
Cleared for
anymore.
takeoff.
It's
On
good.
reaching altitude 1000. Contact 120.8.
The Lomoti
Lufthansa
goes there, that's
1528.
great. Okay, so we
Runway
wait for
18,
those
line
three
up and wait.
to load up and then we can
Lufthansa 1058.
push them out.
Frankfurt ground. Condor 1510 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 403 heavy, cross runway 25 center. Lufthansa 1094, pushback approved, facing south.
Cross runway 25 center. Lufthansa 403 Heavy.
Okay, we get,
Pushback
get
approved,
out
facing
the
south.
1528
Lufthansa
right now, then
1094.
the 1058,
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa
and then the
1058 ready to taxi.
940. So I think we should have a nice separation, right? So he's going on.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 1280 with information, Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 1058, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 18 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure on 120.8.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8. Lufthansa 1058.
There they go.
Frankfurt ground, lot 384 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
Man, I love this game. It's just like brain jogging or something, but it's just so fun, you know.
Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa
I mean,
824
I
with
love
information to
flying in airports and all
push and
that,
start.
so that's extremely like that what I like. And
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa
yeah, it makes a
113
lot
on
of fun.
final 25 right.
Lufthansa 940, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure 120.8. Condor 1510, runway 25 center, line up and wait. I must also say I like the multi-runway airports where you have to watch for crossings and all that, so I really love San Francisco with the double cross. It's really something I enjoy because you have to watch for so many things, you know.
Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa
If you have a
109
single
ready to taxi.
operation, it's yeah, always or almost like a carousel, you know. It's also
Frankfurt
going around
ground,
and around.
Lufthansa
So,
986 with
not
information
enjoying
Juliet,
that much.
requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 1094, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November. Lufthansa 10904.
Lufthansa 403 heavy, hold short of taxiway November 6. Lufthansa 812 pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 812 pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 174 pushback approved facing west.
Hold short of taxiway November 6. Lufthansa 403 heavy.
Condor 1510, wind is 310 at 3 knots, runway, oh wait. Condor 1510, wind is 200 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure 120.8. Lufthansa 403 heavy, continue taxi.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 812.
Lufthansa 1381, taxi to terminal via Papa, November. Lufthansa 113, wind is 200 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa Cargo 8385 heavy, wind is 200 at 3 knots. Okay. Lufthansa 8385 heavy, wind is 200 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land. No, that's not what I said. Lufthansa 8385 heavy. Lufthansa Cargo 8385 heavy. Wind is 200 at 3 knots. Runway 25 right, clear to land. Whatever.
Pushback approved facing west. Lufthansa 174.
It's working.
Command property error. Condor 1510.
Yes.
Runway 25 center. Cleared for takeoff. On
So let
reaching
him pass,
altitude
then we
1000.
can send
Contact
Lufthansa
120.8.
812
Condor
and Lufthansa
1510.
164. Lufthansa 1094, runway 25 center, line up and wait. Yeah. We let the 259er
403 heavy.
pass
Taxi to terminal
first.
via Papa.
It's
November. Lufthansa
down
1381.
here, right? There we are.
Runway 25 right, cleared to land.
And then we can
Lufthansa
set them
113.
on the way.
Runway 25 right, cleared to land. Lufthansa Cargo A385 Heavy.
Lufthansa 812, runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7 Lima. Lufthansa 174, follow company.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 1094.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6 via November 7, Lima. Lufthansa 812.
There's the 113
Follow
coming.
company. Lufthansa 174.
Frankfurt Tower,
we
Lufthansa
have
Cargo
the Cafe
A385
Cargo,
Heavy
yes.
on final 25
Where's
right.
the Cafe Cargo? Has it landed?
Frankfurt ground.
Must have
Lufthansa
landed.
812 ready to taxi.
Down there, right?
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 174 ready to taxi.
No, it isn't. Where's the Cafe Cargo? Did it go around? No,
Frankfurt
it
ground.
couldn't have gone
Air
around.
Linéa 1010 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 113 on 25 right, and the Cafe Cargo was also on 25 right.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 140 with information
Oh,
Kilo.
there it is.
Requesting push and
Oh,
start.
it's still there. Okay. Cafe Cargo 67 heavy. Taxi to ramp via Cafe Cargo 67 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Papa, Whiskey, Romeo. Yes, that's the word.
Taxi to Ram, via Papa, Whiskey, Romeo, Cafe
I
Cargo
had
67 Heavy.
to,
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa
he was standing
137
here
on final
still,
25 right.
and I had to look where to send him. I wasn't sure about that, so my
Frankfurt
fault.
ground. Lufthansa 1346 with information kilo. Requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 1094, wind is F200 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure 120.8. Decimal 8. Lufthansa 1371, wind is 200 at 3 knots, runway 25 right, cleared to land.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact
Wait
120.8.
for the
Lufthansa 1094.
113.
Runway 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 1371.
Lufthansa 812, runway 25 center, line up and wait. So
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa
down
812.
there. It's also okay. It's going all the way down there, you know.
Frankfurt ground.
This one here.
Lufthansa 866 with information kilo. Requesting
That's
push and
okay,
start.
it's fine. Lufthansa 113, taxi to terminal via Papa, November. So he's going around
Taxi
here
to
as
terminal
well.
via Papa. November.
Easy way.
Lufthansa 113.
Can delete all those. So you go down there all the way, so we can push him back.
Frankfurt ground. Lufthansa 1212 with information kilo. Requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 1006, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback
That's done.
approved facing west. Lufthansa 1006.
Lufthansa 812, wind is 200 at 3 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure 120.8. So,
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 120.8. Lufthansa 812.
Dolomoti 8823, wind is 200 at 3 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Dolomoti 8823.
Lufthansa 174, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Lufthansa 174.
So this
Frankfurt Tower, Dolomoti 8823 on final 25 left.
yeah, I think we will stop then here. It's been over an hour now.
Frankfurt ground.
And I have
Lufthansa
to work
72
tomorrow,
with information
so,
kilo.
yeah.
Requesting push and start.
But it was interesting. Some, packed moments, I would say. It wasn't really stressful,
Frankfurt
but it was
ground.
packed.
Lufthansa 1124 with
I
information
like it.
kilo.
There's a lot you
Requesting
can
push and
watch
start.
out for, a lot of crossings and all those stuff. So, yeah, that's fun. It's a fun little
Frankfurt
airport. I
ground.
like it.
Condor 4803
So,
with
hope to see you
information
next
kilo.
time, and,
Requesting push and start.
If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. So, thank you. Have a nice evening.
Frankfurt ground. Turkish 1598 with